Now you've been hired as a junior RPA developer. From now on, you will be working on automation projects with other developers. It will be a very valuable experience and you should try to learn as much as possible during that time. Today, I want to discuss what skills you can acquire as a junior RPA developer that will be useful for your future career. Also, I want to mention some tips on how you can develop yourself even more. Skills. To get promoted and improve your knowledge, you need to constantly develop your technical skills. Working in a company, you will have a lot of available educational materials, courses, trainings, and so on. Besides what your company offers, you can also develop those skills yourself. Let me mention what technologies and programming languages might be useful for you in the future. First of all, continue improving your current skills. Keep improving your skills and practicing software development with C# and Excel automation with VBA. Those two languages you can see as a requirement in most RPA job positions, so you definitely will not waste your time for nothing learning them and practicing. Data manipulation and management. For every automation project, there is a data source that lies in the background. That can be a SharePoint list, Excel file, TXT files, or any other source. However, for big projects, very often a database is used. In Additional Skills lecture, I mentioned that SQL language used for data manipulation is very important in RPA industry. Besides being good with using data, you also need to learn how to create and manage databases and tables. Important aspects are database architecture, security, and integrity questions. With this skill, you will become a very valuable team member. Additionally, that is quite an easy skill to learn, and with additional practice you can easily become very proficient. You can learn to work with Microsoft SQL Server as it is one of the most common tools on database creation, storage, and data manipulation. You can watch the following video to get a better understanding of the topic. SQL Server Tutorial for Beginners by Edureka. Business Analysis and BPMN. Working as RPA developer, you often will need to perform business process analysis yourself. At the junior level, you usually receive all requirements and software documentation prior to development. But if you want to get to the next level, you need to learn how to do it yourself. RPA analysis includes communication with process experts to discover what the process looks like currently and to agree on what the process should look like when automated. While analyzing the process is more of a soft skill, the technical skill is to create as-is and to-be process maps. Those maps are usually created in Microsoft Visio and contain interconnected blocks that together represent a logical chain of process steps. Learning to operate with Microsoft Visio and BPMN is very important but also easy. You can watch the following tutorial to get a good foundation on working with Visio. Visio tutorial by Learnit Training. That tutorial will help you learn to create and read process maps efficiently. API. An API, Application Programming Interface, is a set of functions that allows applications to access data and interact with external software components, operating systems, and microservices. To simplify, an API delivers a user request to a system and sends the system's response back to a user. To retrieve some information, RPA platforms often use user interface. However, in some cases, API can save the day and get required data without even opening any website. An easy example of API usage in RPA is scraping Google search results. Instead of opening the website, typing in search query and clicking search button, RPA bot can directly use API requests that will return the same information in a matter of seconds. Learning at least basics about API will change your mindset in process automation and will expand your possibilities. Combination of RPA bot and API can be very powerful and time-saving, so you definitely want to learn a bit about it. For that, you can watch a tutorial by FreeCode Academy named APIs for Beginners, How to Use an API. Above-mentioned skills are very important for junior developers to improve their skill set and become a very important team player. That means a quicker promotion to mid-level RPA Specialist. Now I want to mention some tips you can follow to speed up your career growth and gain knowledge. Ask questions if you don't have the answer. If you have some problems during your development, first try solving them on your own. But if something still doesn't work, ask questions. Being honest about your work, your knowledge, and your eagerness to improve is essential to career success. Use internet search, Stack Overflow, RPA forums and groups, and of course ask your colleagues. Don't think that people will look at you from above, but rather use this chance to gain new knowledge and experience, which is always more valuable than a non-working or malfunctioning bot. Seek mentorship. At work, there are often mentorship programs that can connect you with other experts with bigger experience that are willing to help you succeed. If that's not the case in your company, start just by taking an interest in other people's work to build connections. Communicate with RPA developers all around the world using LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram groups, and other forums. Building connection is very important and it's a great way to gain knowledge. Ask for a feedback. At work you will have a team lead, counselor, and other developers above your level. Seek for feedback from them and carefully listen to their advices. Those people are experienced in what they do and they can show you ways you can improve your abilities. Getting a feedback will guide you to becoming a better self and a better RPA expert.